to you to become only the second player in Toledo history to make the College Football Hall of Fame?
Whether the second, the first, the third is a very big honor to get to this position based off of all the things that happened. And I think it not only says a lot for me, but the team guys I played with as well. So it's a big honor.
So now you're joining your teammate Mel Long. I know you got
Yeah.
back to the campus and see him this year. What was that like?
Oh, that was wonderful. I mean, like, we had just had a wonderful time the 3 years that I played at Toledo, and Mel played there with us. And it was good for me because we always got the ball back thanks to Mel and a bunch of them. So that was it was a good experience.
I mean, obviously, like 35-0 as a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
What was the key to that? Did you ever think you would get to that point? Was there ever a point where you actually realized you were going to get that?
You know, the only time I ever realized that I was going to get to that point is probably playing the next to the last game when I was standing at the a rocket thing right there at the campus, and I said to Steve Banks, one of my teammates, I said, you know, I don't even understand this whole process. That's what has happened. Can you believe it? I said, this is something no one else has ever been able to do, and so we got one more game and to knock this off. So it was a great honor to think you're getting to a point, but there was no measurement of it at that time that was bigger than anything else that happened to us.
What do you think made you successful to get to that?
Well, you know, that goes so deep because it comes from a mother that raised me as a single mom, and it's important, made football or sport for education be more important than anything else for me. And that encouraged me more than anything. And then I had a coach that at high school that backed that up. And so my whole drive was to get an education and use football, basketball, whatever sport it was to get there. Fortunately, it was football, and that meant a lot to me when I graduated and got my degree and finished with a 35-0 record.
Is that what do you remember most from your time in Toledo? Is it that off the field stuff, the education, the relationships?
Well, it's the education, and if you think about the period of time I was playing, it was a long time ago, all the things that were going on in history, the war in Vietnam, the civil rights issues, and all these things were going on, and to be compiled with a bunch of guys from the countryside, from New York, Detroit, and all these things come together and play together and change the dynamics in our lives moving forward. It was a big, big accomplishment.
Would that be your proudest accomplishment, 35-0, or the education?
Oh, I think the education is number one to me because it took me to another level of dealing with what I had as a family, having 3 kids, and one's a principal, one's a vice principal, one's an author. After all the education things that I was trying to do, played a real important role in my life, and my wife and the support. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary this year in December. So all of those things are more important, but yet and still the ball was important too.
I know you have your charity work and your community service stuff. Has football helped make that possible, do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think what happened created a reason to have that conversation. And when people asked me about, well, how did you do it? And it was about an attitude, and that's why we came up with undefeated spirit, an attitude that no matter what happens, you just keep going and working hard at it and challenging yourself and to be better. So I think that's what I try to work with the young people and talk to them about, how important the roles that they're going to play in other people's lives as they get older.
And of course, after college, you went off to the CFL. What was that? Was that a culture shock going to Canada? What was that experience?
No, it was almost living right where I was in Toledo as far as the attitude. I mean, I think the social atmosphere and the difference of the countries has its own merits to it. It goes along to it. But I was only 4 hours from Toledo, so I could go home to that side of it at times. But the people in Canada gave me all kinds of opportunities to play sport, first with the CFL, and then get involved in business and corporations and charities and things that I've been involved with. That's made my life very productive for me and for the people I try to work with.
Back to Toledo on the field, you won 3 MAC titles.
3 MAC titles, yeah.
Toledo just won the MAC title again.
Yep.
How do you think the teams are doing these days? How's Coach Campbell kind of carrying on the Toledo legacy?
Well, he's you know, he's been waiting a while to get that Mac Turner back again, but he's been pretty steady with regards to it as best I see. I keep up as much as I can, and I get down to see as much as I can because I know some of the kids, young kids that are playing, just to shake their hand and just say, hey, keep going, you know, keep working at it and things, and support them the best way you can. To just talk to them, but just to shake their hands and say, well done.
I'll close. What has football meant to you?
Well, football has meant the opportunity. When I was coming up in high school, I always wanted to get a scholarship of some sort, and football gave me that chance when they gave me a scholarship. When Frank Lauterbur said at Toledo, University of Toledo, said, we're going to give you a full chance at quarterback and give you a full scholarship. I said, signed right there, because I wasn't looking at going around and around and around. I just wanted the opportunity, and football's given me that chance to make a difference in my life, my family's life, and the kids that I work with now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.